Hello everyone, and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Bad Deck Building. No, I'm just kidding. Apparently, by somewhat of popular demand, people want me to play the Portal to Phyrexia, and by people I mean somebody said it. So I'm gonna try it. Alright, so this is a different version of Portal to Phyrexia that is still Reanimate, but is on white-red Boros. So in terms of Boros Reanimator, this goes back a few years to the dragon from the Harry Potter set. I always forget, right? But it goes back to that set and Strixhaven. That's the set. And ever since then, everybody loves playing blue or white, red reanimate because red does a lot of the discarding and white does the reanimating quite well. And let's see if we can still pull that off. Now, the deck list that I found online is a best of 3 that I tried to kind of incorporate into best of 1. Obviously, it may not work that well against a very aggressive meta, but we're going to see how it works. So, in the beginning, we're going to have no 1-drops because there's a lot of tap lands. We're going to start with 2 drops, an ambitious farmhand, or 2 farmhands to get our planes on, 4 scrap work mutt to get our card draw and discard, very importantly, and 3 of braids. If we see a lot of bankbuster, this is going to help. Or if we see early game creatures, we can try to kill with this. Then we have 2 Restoration of Viganjo and 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Obviously, we can see Fable help us ramp, and Restoration help us get lands out of the deck, and also help us discard a card if we need to. Then turn 4, we have the Elder Dragon War, which is really just there to do the dirty work of clean the board or making us discard, and in very tricky situations, maybe even make a 4/4. Then, when we get to the 5-drop, this is the juicy category, right? We got the Repair and Recharge. We only have 2 off. I don't want to have too many left stranded in my hand. 4 Invoke Justice, because that's a better reanimating card. And 2 Mightstone Weakstone to help us remove a Shieldred if we need to. And then we have 3 Sanctuary Warden. This is kind of the go-to reanimating card because it helps you draw cards and stay tempo on board with the shield counter. Now, obviously, this is not the best reanimating card because the other 2 are bigger hitters, but this is the one you want to go to if you are in sort of a control-y meta and you need to have card advantage. Then, Cityscape Leveler, not really much to say about that, right? It's a big creature that also destroys things when it attacks. Always good. If you manage to cast it from hand, something to remember is that if you do cast it from your hand, it destroys something, whether or not this spell gets countered. That's very important, right? If you see a Djinn, you play it, you can kill the Djinn even if this Cityscape Leveler gets countered. Now, the unfortunate thing is that they can obviously just blink out the Djinn, or I guess phase out the Djinn, but it is what it is. And then we have the big thing, the Portal to Phyrexia. A big sort of end-all, be-all that you want to reanimate and make your opponent hate their life. Now, the Portal to Phyrexia is 9 mana, so you probably won't be hard casting it, but you do have 4 off in the deck, so you don't feel bad discarding it for a lot of the discard synergies, like the 2nd chapter of Elder Dragon's War, or the 2nd chapter of Fable, or even the 2nd chapter of Restoration of Viganjo. So all these are good discarding synergies that if you ever have Portal to Phyrexia, don't worry, just pitch it. You're probably never going to hardcast it. The Cityscape Leveler, there might be chances that you're hardcasting it, but chances are you won't anyways. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Oh, something to remember about Cityscape Leveler too. Unearth is not casting. So only when you cast it from your hand does Cityscape Leveler does its, cast the spell, destroy a permanent ability. If you unearth it, it doesn't do anything until it attacks. So be a little bit careful about that. I've seen some people make that mistake. Obviously, me, myself, I would never make that kind of mistake ever in any game. So, let's try out a deck. This should be fun. It's the return of Boros. Now we're playing against Skugugi. We got 2 planes and no red, and we get to go first. I don't want a mulligan going first, but this is a bad hand. I cannot keep. So I mulligan, and now I would put back a Phyrexia Portal? Yeah. Can't keep that. Don't worry, we'll draw one. We have 4 in the deck. And if we don't draw one, then I'm going to cry. And it's blue-white. That's funny. So let's discard our... I don't really want to discard the Mice Stone and Weak Stone. Let's discard the Elder Dragon War. Alright, this is a terrible matchup. If it's control, it's not control, so I'm okay. Now I wish I had held my Elder Dragon Sword. Will he block? He'll be done if he blocks. Yeah, right? There's no way. Alright, so he's gonna have to play a creature or something, so I'll hold up a Braid. But this is what I was also afraid of, if our hand gets stranded with just high cast spells. I don't want to just randomly take 2 damage. I'll randomly take 1 damage. Sky Strike Officers. That's a good card. I don't think he'll see it coming if I attack him. I don't think he'll block either. Yep, no blocks. Well, his deck has no haste, so there's not really that much to worry. The Elder Dragon Ward does not actually kill the Sky Strike Officer, so it's okay that we pitched it, I think. Still kind of scary though. This is a big card. Oh! I didn't see that coming. Well, that is not a good draw for this turn. I should just quit. I think we're gonna lose because we got all these high drops without ramp against an aggro deck. This is also something that I thought about kind of tuning against the current meta. And that is, you know, remove some of the more higher end cards and putting in things like, you know, Strangle. Oh, okay, that's GG, I guess. What the heck? What the heck is this? Well, now I really regret putting back my Elder Dragon War. That was a huge mistake. I'm gonna pitch the Mice Stone Weak Stone. Probably won't do anything here. And the Warden. Put down a Sundown Pass. And we will attack. I wonder if he uses a Phalanx to block. That'd be crazy if he does. He does! Wow, okay. Well, I guess I'm invoking Justice on 10 Elder Dragon's War. Didn't want to do that. But it is what it is, you know? This will kill everything. Except the Sky Strike. But he will draw 1, 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At least we got to draw 2 cards. I mean, at least we got to kill the board. He got to draw 2 cards. Okay, do we want to discard this land here and get a different card? Probably, right? We want to hardcast a Cityscape Leveler. And that is not a better card. So, we do get to choose which order these 2 triggers, but since I didn't set that option, I think the Fable will trigger first. just gonna keep pitching these lands anyways. Sun Gold Sentinel. Oh, well, there goes my... I can't believe they have a Sun Gold Sentinel in their deck. Such a bad card. But it's working well against us. He's gonna attack. Can't block. This won't be fun. Going out of 10. Which is a lot higher than I thought I'd be at this point. Oh, what is he gonna kill? The Elder Dragon? Probably that. Okay, I guess we will... how did we even get this back? Oh, he exiled it. Okay, we'll attack. And then... what else are we going to do? There's a lot of damage on board. Maybe I won't attack. We could cast the... actually, I don't know if we can. Mural, okay. Another Sun Gold Sentinel. Probably just going to exile the Elder Dragon War. Yep. Not sure if that was correct, but... the Mighty Stone Weak Stone isn't that good either. He's attacking. He really wants to get rid of my Mighty Stone Weak Stone? I mean, I can kill something then. One, two, three, four, five, six. Decline. Oh, he takes it. He's scared. Okay, we can kill the Mural. So he's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's totally fine. Does he have a play? Oh, he can draw a card. We're about to have copy, 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 copy with the bunch of fables. Oh, that's a good draw for him. We're gonna take a lot of damage, but I think we die. Let's see, we can block 2 things, and then we'll take 9, so that's GG. Alright, you got this, you lucky jerk, you. We almost got close, and to a game where we had no draws in the early games. No draws. No good draws in the early games, and our opponent is a blue-eyed aggro. Yeah, I think we were close. I do think there was a misplay in the beginning where I braided his Valiant Veteran. Looking back, I should have braided his other thing, the Sky Strike Officer, but I didn't know it was going to happen. Definitely mulliganing this hand. 1 land. Alright, now we have 3 lands. All of them come to play tapped. This is beautiful. We will put back a Portal to Phyrexia, I guess. No, I kind of need that. Put back a Scrapwood Mud. I don't need 2 of those. Ah, okay. This is going to be just as bad. Xander Lounge means the deck is full of counterspells. I don't know how I'm going to get through that. Should I farm hand? Because he can just attack over it. Whereas if I play a Mutt. Okay, server's stuck. I got kicked out, or something's happening. Because he has no response to this. I don't know what's going on, but Magic Arena saying this deck is too bad and you cannot play. Hello? I'm roping. I'm playing the spell. There we go. Alright, let's discard our portal. It's kind of risky to discard portal this early against a deck that does have graveyard trespassers. But if he has it, there it is. I think we might as well quit. I don't know if we can come out of this. And land number 3. And we're gonna braid it. Is it good to abrade it right now to play off curve? Probably not. If I play Fable, I get to draw 2 cards. And he doesn't flip. That might be good, but I don't even know then. Oh, he has his Fable. Okay, if we top deck a good card, we can still come out of this. If we don't, then no. Wow, okay, he attacks. He knows I won't block it. But would I? I did not top deck a good card. In fact, I top deck horrendously. So, we will pitch a Jet Mirror's Garden and then Bishop's Farmhand. In hopes of getting some card that's not just lands. Like, what the heck? Let's attack first. This might get something. Probably gonna invoke next turn, honestly. Alright, Simba. What's your next play? Because my next play is to quit. Oh, this is terrible. All the card draws in the world cannot help us against a removal. A graveyard hate. With a reanimating deck? We can bring back an enchantment, artifact, or... Oh, okay, well, can't bring back anything here anyways. Doesn't matter really to us. Wow, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave, because, what was that, like 6 lands? In a row? Can't play Magic if all you draw is lands. Also can't play Magic if you don't ever draw lands, but that's neither here or there. Alright, like I said, bad deck building the game is what we're doing today. I don't think this is a bad deck overall, which, I mean, it's close. Not that good of a deck in today's meta to play the Portal to Phyrexia. It's just, there's no mono green, right? If there were mono green, this might be reasonable. I guess I'll keep. Even with this hand, I'm not quite sure. I will pitch my Portal because I at least have a Warden in hand. White, huh? Get another Plains out. Domo arigato. R. Giada. Woohoo. This is getting spicy. I don't have any 1-drops anyway, so I don't think this matters too much. But we'll scare him a little bit. Look, I pitched a Portal. You scared yet? Because I'm very scared. I guess I can go second chapter right away. 4-drop Angel time. Is there a 4-drop Angel in today's meta? There's Archangel Wrath, but I don't think he'll put that in the mono white deck. Opponent, you got 3 lands, and you did not tap your Giada to play. Wow. I mean, we can go first chapter and just clear the board. That's not that bad, actually. I don't want to attack with the farm hand, but I will attack with the mud. First chapter. Yeah, clear this board. All these junk. Now, I'm at risk of removal on the Elder Dragon War, but I doubt he's going to bother removing it. Ooh, okay. So, we're going to pitch 1, 2... I don't want to pitch that. I can almost play it. I'll pitch 3 spells? The Restoration is pretty good, though. As a play, if I have nothing else to play this turn. High risk. We got a Fable, and we can abrade the voice. Or I can Mightstone, Weakstone the voice. No, Fable's good. Always Fable when you can. I don't think he's gonna gain that much life, right? But... Giada gives him an extra mana, which means that he can play his Sanctuary Warden next turn. I don't want him to do that. I want to be able to play my Warden first. Next turn I can play the Warden, assuming the Goblin Shaman doesn't die, or the second chapter of the Fable hits and I can draw a land. Which I know I threw away a bunch of lands. But hey, high risk, high reward, right? 6 reanimating spells, 0 drawn. Inspiring Overseer. Makes that a 3/3. Luminarch Veteran. Attack with the 3/3. I'm not blocking, come on. That is not a land that I wanted to draw. Okay, I'll pitch that. It's not a land that I want to draw. Invoke. Can't play it. No white. How did this happen? Oh, I guess I can play it, sort of. He's gonna quit now. He's got 1 white mana. This is white-black? All he had was flames. Okay, he blocks. Sure. Have to think about it. Invoke Portal. Alright, now sack your things. GG. What can I return? Nothing here. A Scrapwork Mutt? Just to cycle? Yeah, I can then cycle the Warden, and then my Portal to Phyrexia can keep doing it. I don't know if he has Artifact Hate, so good luck. The AA doesn't really matter. He might think it does. Maybe I will get an Inspiring Overseer. I don't really care about these cards, right? So yeah, maybe I'll get an Inspiring Overseer. I'll kill him with my Voice of the Blessed. Or, sorry, with his Voice of the Blessed. -5 on your Paragon. Then I will have your Paragon. Is he really playing this out? Opponent is playing this out. He's got a Luminarch Veteran and 1 more card. What could it be that's that important for him to play this out? With a board like this. Steel Seraph. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty good card, but it's not going to get him out of this. Gain 2 life. Okay, and is he gonna quit now? There it is. Good game. I don't know why he was thinking of this out. He was not gonna come out of this alive. So there you go. Portal to Phyrexia gets us the win. After all those bad draws and salty games. Really, it was only like 2 games, but still. Return of Boros, right? Reanimating deck itself does work. I don't want to play another game because these games tend to last very long, and if I play another game, it's going to take another hour. So, let's look at the deck list again. Overall, in a single player, or it's like single player, in best of 1, there are some cards that I would suggest tuning. Remove 1 Sanctuary Warden. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit slow. And since you're a reanimating deck, it's not there. It's not quite there, especially against the mono white or the white blue aggros. And then remove the Scrapwood Mutts. These are good cards. They help you cycle. They help you cycle twice. The problem with that is it's a 2-1, and against aggro, 2-1s just die very quickly. So I don't know if removing all of them is necessary, but I would say cutting those down. And also cut down the Abrade from 3 to 2 so that you can have some early game removal. In terms of the Strangle, Voltage Surge, or Flame Bliss Bolt, right? Those are all very good early game removal. That probably is necessary. Other than that, everything else I think worked out pretty well in the deck. The games that we lost to, obviously the first game was because we didn't know what they were doing in turn 1, or turn 2 rather, and I abraded the wrong creature. There's a call to hold back and just take that 2 damage, but against an aggressive deck, those 2 damage could have meant the whole game. So that's also something to be questioned. Right, but that's neither here or there. You can't really call that a misplay because you're judging him from knowing what's going to happen next. The second game, we weren't going to win that game no matter what because it was Grixis and it was Graveyard Haste, right? That's 2 things that we cannot stop. And so that game we were going to lose regardless. Now, the third game we won because that was my amazing play. I'm very good at the game. So overall, I would say that this is a good deck to play if you have the cards. But don't go and craft it because 4 Portal Phyrexia, that's a lot. 2 Cityscape Leveler, that's a mythic. The 3 Sanctuary Warden right now, mythic. All these mythics, that's a lot of money. And then My Stone, Weak Stone, it does help a little bit, but not even that much. Right? The Invoke Justice you need, Repair and Recharge you need. The Elder Dragon War, you could kind of replace that with Brotherhood's War, but it does not have that discard synergy. So against very aggressive decks, that would be better, but against almost every other deck, the Elder Dragon War is better than Brotherhood's War. Lots of war going on. Restoration of Aganjo, almost not needed at all. I would say just cut that out entirely and put in more early game removal because we weren't missing planks in any of the games. The games that we were losing is because we could not take care of the early game attacks or we were just teched against. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.